just why? Just why? Like, do they even... What? Oh, it's got to be shitting me. A lobotomy. Fuck that shit. Okay, let me just close the door so I can actually explain what the fuck I'm like tripping out over, because what the fuck? Oh my god. No. Oh no. Fuck. Bitch, like, the things people fucking do, really? Like, to anyone who's like disabled, like, people just like walk the fuck over them because they don't think they know any better. I'm just like, excuse the fuck. Really? Really? Like, I was just watching Desiree Smith's, he's on Shane Dawson's channel. He like comes in every like month or so, maybe a week, I don't know, I don't pay attention enough. Okay, I'm sorry, I have a terrible fucking memory. But anyways, he was talking about the 5 most haunted hospitals, which, let me just say, I don't believe in hauntings, but that does not mean that I am brave enough to fucking go into a haunted hospital and be like, yeah, it's not haunted, I'm totally cool here. Like, no. The shit that they do in those fucking mental asylums back then were like, they were like almost fucking worse than like Hitler's like thing. Like I think they're like the second worst thing like that I've ever like heard of that's happened to people, like other than Hitler's like little weird shit that he did to people. But like Hitler, 1, and then 2 would be mental asylums from like the 1900s, because they did some fucked up shit. Like, what even is life? Like, just pisses me off, because some people there were like, some people like went to mental asylums just because their family didn't like the kid or whatever, and we're just like, yeah, let's just like call them insane and like send them to a mental asylum. And like, or like sometimes gays were considered like crazy, and so they were sent to mental asylums too. And then like people who did odd things were put in mental asylums. And some people were legitimately like they had mental disorders, but then a lot of people like didn't have mental disorders and were just like treated differently because of like how they thought or what they did, and were put in mental asylums as like a solution to that, which by that self is fucking insane and ridiculous. I do realize how ironic it is for me using the word insane when talking about an insane asylum, but like, you know, whatever. But like are you... Anyways, and then aside from that, like, they go to a mental asylum and like they seclude them sometimes and like do like surgeries, like lobotomy surgeries, I don't fucking know how to say it properly, but like, it's like, which I didn't even know about it, but like Destry kept saying it over and over, and I was like, Des, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm gonna look this up because you just keep saying it and I don't know what it is. But so I looked it up. It's literally like cutting part of your brain lobe off. Like, what? And like, and then what really freaked me out was like it had modern lobotomy right under that, and I was just like, you're funny. Modern this is the 21st century. Like, who the fuck was a modern lobotomy? Like, no thank you, I want to keep my brain in fucking intact, thank you very much. Like what? Like, hopefully they'll like still do electric chair therapy, because that's fucking messed up too. And like, oh my god, don't even get me started. Like, I say don't even get me started, and the whole point of this video is me talking about insane asylums because they're just so fucking like fucked up. Like, what? And just like seclusion. And he was talking about how like some of them, like, they would like, since there were so many mental patients or whatever, and like I'm pretty sure they put like PTSD like people there too, which is fucked up because that's not proper therapy. Really, they just like literally like pump them up with like medicines to help them, and then just like leave them in the bed in seclusion or whatever. And like sometimes, like, if there's too many patients, they'll like forget about the patient, and then the patient would like be weeks without food or water and like possibly die from natural causes of fucking neglect, because you guys are fucking crazy and psychotic, and like, who the fuck places. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, ugh, fuck that. Like, ugh, it's so fucked up in so many ways. And just like, really? And then they say that they're haunted because these people are like crazy and shit. And it was like, I don't necessarily believe in like haunted at all. But like, it is like disturbing to be somewhere where there are people who have been like tortured, neglected, and like basically killed. In like, and there's thousands of them who have died. And then they even have like this one place they had like a death shoot, like a body shoot. Like they would like, so many people were dying that they had to like move them in a like nice way or healthy way or whatever. And so they would like literally like shove them down a chute and be like, yep, good with that body. And then they even said that like in order to like, in some places they would like, in order to like move the bodies like safer, like they would, I mean like faster or whatever, they would literally drain, like they would hang them up like fucking pigs and like drain the like bodily fluids until it like dried out and was lighter, and so it was easier to like transport. And I'm just like, the fuck? What? It's unbelievable. Like, you're fucking kidding me. Fuck me. And then for some reason, they have like, that mental institutions and, what is that called? Tuberculosis patients. Like, my grandma had it too. She had tuberculosis and she lost a lung because she had tuberculosis. And she was gonna die from it probably, but then they like came up with like the vaccine or antibiotic in 1943, I think it was. And so she was able to get it in time, and so she survived, thank God. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. My dad and uncle wouldn't be here, you know. Sad stuff. But anyway, she talked about how when she was in the tuberculosis place, like, she couldn't do anything, and she also complained about how, like, right next door there was, like, a, like, section or a wing that was filled with mental institution patients, and she said that sometimes they would let, like, them walk outside into, like, the grass, and they would just, like, to get some air or whatever, and then they would see them, because there's, like, a fence, like a little metal wire fence kind of sort of, between them, and then like if the mental institution patients were at the outside at the same time that they were outside, they would like literally like do weird shit, and like she said it was really creepy and stuff. And she even said that my grandpa, when he came to like walk up and visit her, he would pass the section and the woman would literally be like taking off their shirts and being like, have sex with me, and I was just like, okay then. Just like, I don't know. But, sorry, I got sidetracked. But like, it just boggles my mind. Am I trying to sound like a fucking grandma right now? Boggles my mind. Just, you know. But like, it just blows my mind. Oh my god, I need to stop. Okay, but like, just blows my mind how people mistreated them so badly because they're disabled, so like they need like special treatment. They don't deserve to be treated like fucking animals, you pieces of shit. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, this fucked up, like beyond fucked up. Like, what's wrong with you people? Lobotomies and then electrotherapy and like seclusion, and I'm just like this is fucked up. And then it also reminds me of like, I don't know if you know, but like in Batman there's like this one villain, he's like Mr. Penguin, and he was sent to the Arkham Asylum and they like did a bunch of fucked up shit to him, and like just, and I thought that was like a bit much, and I thought that we were exaggerating and stuff, but then I watched his video, and I brushed up on my history on asylums, and was like, fuck that, like, really? And the saddest part is, like, they can't speak up because they're insane, so no one's gonna listen to them no matter what they fucking say. I'm like, it's just fucked up how people, like, mistreat other people just because they have, like, disabilities and shit, and I'm just like, bitch. Fuck that. Like, fuck that. Like, really fucking shit. Like, it's fucked up. Yeah. This might not be my video for today, and it might be my only video for today. I don't know. If I have anything else to say, I might say something else. But doubtful, because... excuse me, this girl has no life. So, yeah. Oh my god, and I also, like, did, like, extensive research on, like, in case I got an aquarium and, like, wanted to, like, have other fish with my red-eared slider, but they said that they don't recommend having other fish with your red-eared slider because they eat fucking everything, and I was like, oh shit, then okay. But then they said, like, if you get a big enough one, or one that's, like, aggressive enough that will fight back to the turtle, if, like, threatened or whatever, then the turtle won't eat it. But they said not to get it too big and not too aggressive because then the fish will eat your fucking turtle, and I was just like, yeah, okay, gotta be careful with that. So basically, I just did a bunch of research on, like, freshwater fish that could coexist with my turtle, and a lot of them are, like, 6 to 10 inches. I think the biggest one was 1 foot. Yeah, which was a clown loach, which they're very friendly. They're not aggressive at all. And then another catfish, which they're mainly on the bottom, so they're not gonna, like, freaking attack anyone. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is, like, there's this other one that's really pretty. It's like a gorgeous fish, but it's also 1 foot, and they're aggressive because they're chinchillids, which chinchillids are, like, very aggressive fish. So I'm, like, scared to, like, if I do get a chinchillid, like, if it would, like, attack my other fish I had in there or my turtle or whatever. So, like, I think if I do get a chinchillid, I'll, like, settle it in and have one in there and see what happens. And if it kills even one of my fish, I will fucking get rid of it and be like, no, you can have your chinchillid back. Bye, bitch. Like, no. I ain't having it hurt my babies. And then there's also, like, when I move and have, like, enough room to have more than one tank, because I'm going to have more than one tank is the thing. I'm going to have my big tank with my turtle or turtles and my fishies, the big ones that won't be eaten. And then in another one, I will have my musk turtles, which musk turtles are so cute. I mean, they're not the prettiest of turtles because they don't really have much color, because they're kind of like swamp turtles, but they're so tiny and cute, and I'm just like, oh, what was that noise? Okay, but, like, they're adorable. So I was thinking, oh my god, that would be so adorable if I could have, like, 2 to 3 or maybe even 4 musk turtles and then have a bunch of little fishies with them. And they said that, like, musk turtles eat fish too, so, like, I could get, like, little feeder fish, but then I could also get, like, fish that are big enough to, like, swallow or, like, big enough to, like, you know, like, overpower my musk turtles, so, like, that they block my musk turtles, because, like, no, fuck that, but small enough or big enough that they, small enough that they won't do that, but also big enough that the musk turtles won't eat them. And so I did that, and then I also looked up a couple feeder fish because I think it would be cute watching them just, like, chase around and eat them. I don't think I'm going to get feeder fish for my red-eared sliders and other turtle. Well, I might, but, like, it's probably not going to happen. I don't know. I just feel sad when they do that, so I'm just going to give them the big fish and then the small fish for my musk turtles. So, yeah. Sorry, I feel like I talk about my turtle way too much, but it's gonna be my life. Like, my baby. Like, freaking, like, oh my god, I don't need children. I just need turtles and fish. Like, oh, no. Okay, need to get over myself. Okay, yeah, that's it. If you got this far, thank you for watching my potato self. You're welcome. Okay, bye.